the Obama administration unveiling a new rule that they claim will transform the way the financial industry is allowed to give you advice. The rule is also aimed at slowing the billions of dollars in fees paid annually by everyday Americans looking to secure their future. Joining us right now is IRA and retirement expert and author of the highly acclaimed Slott report, Ed Slott. Ed, good to see you.
Great to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, the Treasury came out with a lot of new rules, and one of them is this so-called fiduciary rule. Tell us about the fiduciary rule, how it impacts financial services and how we save.
Well, it's just about putting customers first, which they should have always been doing. I don't even understand the point of it. So now you'll have a contract. But if any of you have ever worked with a financial advisor that you trust, sign here, initial here. Oh, now they're 5-page contract, sign that too. You don't know what you're signing.
But you're probably signing off the fact that they're going to fee you to death, right?
Well,
I mean, that's why the ETF industry has been so successful.
Well, the fees are still there, except you sign a contract acknowledging that he told you about it, and they're supposed to send you to, say, a website that gives you the fees so you know what you're paying. But long term, remember why you're putting money in retirement. So in retirement, you can take it out. It's not even the fees, it's the taxes in retirement. And what retirement advisors should really be doing is getting educated on the taxes. That's where people lose their money, on all this taxes on the way out.
So it seems like, you know, of course, fees being reduced are good, but the pushback on this, I think, is that the Obama administration, again, coming into business, telling people what they can or can't charge for business, couldn't this lead us down the road where it's state-run retirement plans, which I don't think would be good for anybody?
That is
well, competition would have got there anyway. Some of the big fund companies are down. Some of them are down to 30 basis points. So the market will take care of itself anyway. Right. But really, it comes down to getting an advisor you can trust and that is educated in the retirement tax rules, so you'll have more when you take that money out.
But isn't a lot of this, Ed, about educating yourself? Because people go in, they don't want. It's like they want to hand off the responsibility because they don't. It's like they might not know the intricacies of some of the tax law, but you've got to know, even if you're going to hire a pro, you've got to know going in what questions to ask.
I call this a new economy, a yo-yo economy. Y-O-Y-O. You're on your own.
Oh.
You have to get educated, but you should demand that your advisors are educated. That's what I was going to say, Ed.
And they should tell you, because don't be ashamed or embarrassed to ask some silly questions that you may think, oh my gosh, the advisor's not going to want to hear this. No, you should ask every question possible.
Thank you. So your tips, your 3 top tips for retirement planning. The first one is start early.
Well, always. The greatest single money-making investment anybody can own is time. So obviously, the earlier you start.
So as soon as you get your first job.
Yeah, and do it. The second tip is do it automatically. Take it off the top. What they say, pay yourself first so you don't see the money, so you can't spend it. That's the best way. Put it on automatic pilot.
Now, you say the number 2 tip is go Roth. Why?
The last, go Roth, because I love tax-free. Because in retirement, you want to keep every cent you have. And if you can set it up, you know, years ago when I started, there weren't Roths. You have tax deferred like people have now, 401ks, IRAs.
Right.
And the tax hit comes later. You'd be better positioned if you could have something tax-free later when you need it most.
But this is an important point, because sometimes you work for a large company and you have a 401k.
Oh, that's good.
But then if you leave that company, you no longer have the 401k, you say put the money in a Roth.
Right. Well, there's a tax bill, and this is something you have to go over with your advisor, or, like you said, be educated. There is a tax to get that money into tax-free territory, but long-term, remember, tax rates are unbelievably low right now, believe it or not.
And the number 3 rule is pay yourself first.
Right. Pay yourself first. Take it off the top so you don't even see it.
Is everybody on this desk doing that?
Yes.
You should be. Automatic pot, tax-free, educated advisor. Make sure your advisor is taking training in the IRA tax rules, because that's where everybody's going to lose their money. Not in the stocks. Stocks go up and down. It goes up, you make money. It goes down, you lose it. You get your money back when it goes up. But if you lose it to taxes, you're never getting that money back.
Can cost you.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, it sure is. Ed, great advice. Thanks so much. Ed Slott joining us there.